takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheap for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheap for me. Something takes a part of me.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. Jaden Reed to return this. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and you're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Ruben Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Steal! Check steal! Stay!
They stick with Jacobs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Has room into the secondary. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, Ooh, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming for the shotgun.
What is it on? Yes, 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 yes.
Williams starting with a pass here. He finds Odunze downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down Bears. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down throw by Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And now they face second down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Short pass brought in. He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good.
What is it up?
Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air yet again, Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here we go.
Second and 10 now, Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Yes, yes, yes.
Third down, here's Williams. Connects on the crosser. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish up their opening drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Set, punch. Set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Down. Ready?
Here he goes, third and long. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Green Bay first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here we punch, punch.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. Defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Like the turnaround these last two plays on. Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
Kate, It's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it becomes a critical third down.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Field is empty as they motion him out right.
Ready?
First down throw. Here's Love. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one does not go far. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Love out of the shotgun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, in this league, you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's third down.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Yellow, blue, 32. 6, level. 6.
Love throwing on 4th. And this one winds up incomplete. He took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Williams to throw on 1st. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Romadubes, a touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that was scary, and he just made it pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, so it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to the air. Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Gets it downfield. On target to Watson. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Check, cut.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Vegas, Vegas!
Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Tempo.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. 4th down, Williams. He's got it to his running back. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Here's Williams again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has it down close. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the double.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 10 black, white, white. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And it sets up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Blue, green. Come on, set. Black, blue, stripe. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Yellow, 22.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
Okay, ready?
3rd down here, lead 8 on the play.
6, left. 33, yellow. 10.
Love to throw again. Short pass brought in. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. The Packers take their first time out. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's
It's
go.
a gain of 25 yards.
53.
First down, Packers.
Ready, ready.
Play fake, it's Love. Defender tips that one, but he's got it. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. He got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly,
He got it! Interception! The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Bears make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. 1st down throw by Williams. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to throw it. Taking a shot deep here. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half.
well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he stopped on the run back to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let us up.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's looking deep once again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throw left side, he's hauled in by Loveland. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears. First down.
Yes, yes, yes,
First
yes.
and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Williams. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended
Not on the same page with his tight end.
complete.
And now it's 2nd
Brings up
down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
What is up?
Again, it's Williams. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air yet again, Williams. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Williams from the gun. This is complete to Murray. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Love out of the shotgun. Finds a seam down the middle. He has this down to the 34. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, they kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time, start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Ruben Hippo light the second with the pick. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not
Space on the right, and he's got room. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears grow their lead yet again.
Bears 31, Packers 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready?
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
when you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
That's a nice running there. Gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Bears in the nickel. 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And the run will not work. He is shot to the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
This is one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Green back, black, 95. Ready?
Rolling the dice on fourth. It's long. He's got it complete to Reed. And he's tackling them to get this to the opposing 46. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
45, white. Pause red. Field, black. Ready, ready.
Throwing. It's Love. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 10.
Ready.
Back to the air. Love. And they pick him off again. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, Williams to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bears with possession and a big enough lead. They can probably coast the rest of the way. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
What is up?
Working from the gun, Williams. Brought in. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears keep running away with this. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Jacobs gets it on the drum. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He's got his man. This is Kraft. Giving an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Okay, ready?
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Shotgun now for Love. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Packers of 15.
Love from the gun. It's cut right side by Watson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Right back to Watson. This is caught. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Looking quickly here.
21 yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision.
And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Packers putting up points in a game decided. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
14.
Well, don't look up the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Williams to throw on first. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Buys time, rolling right. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
On the set.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready.
Love. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And the fumble recovery is made. Hits the 20. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
The Packers will set up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Complete at the 2. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. Quick to capitalize, Brock. They ran the offense out in a hurry and had the 2-point conversion on to that fumble return touchdown.
I can't tell you how much I love that call. You're making that turnover sting that much more, making them dwell on that miscue. I guarantee you, it stings so much worse for watching 8 points go on the board than just 7. Way to revel with salt in the wound. Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
They're going to pass it here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Coming in the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making a 3-score game in the 4th. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Ready. Here's Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. The Packers take their first time out. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Set, ready.
A gain of 29 yards.
Love now on 1st and 10. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Red, cycle. 30, cut.
From the red zone on 1st. And the defender comes away with it. And the Bears will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Well, he put everything he's got behind it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Williams. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yellow, 43, ready.
Love now off the play action. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
49, Packers 34.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And And the Bears get this kick, and that spells the end of this ball game. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback, and now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late.
And the pack gets home. They drop him. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
And this, well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one. First down run, nabs them 5. Now 2nd and 5. Staying grounded with Swift. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I will. Really in all phases, too. And I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.